All right, welcome back. Multi-view drawing 5, page 124. There's 7 drawings on this page. I'm working on the third drawing on page 124A. That drawing is open up here. It'll be figure 575, the letter holder. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my construction lines to get my center point started. Turn on my ortho mode. And there's my 0, 0 point. We'll zoom in right quick. Now, I'm going to go back to my drawing example. I know A to B is 4 inches. A to B is 4 inches. None of this stuff here is going to matter to me. Again, we're making this view our front view, and the view on the opposite side would be our right side view. But we're working on this because it's the most interesting part of our drawing here, all right? Because there's an H in here. Let's go to our drawing and create a 4 by 2. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and start the 4-inch at the bottom and come up my B to D, which is 3 inches. So go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to start actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this line here, 4 inches. Now, I'm going to offset that. I need to go back and check my drawing example. Now, B to D is 3 inches. So I'm going to offset that bottom line 3 inches to the top. Change it to 3. Now, I know from the left and the right that line comes in. It doesn't give you a total distance there, but it does give you a distance from D over here to another solid line over here. But I know that D to E is 3/8 or 0.375. So I'm going to draw it. I'm going to offset that line 0.375 for 3/8. I'll set this one 0.375 from that side. Now, I'm going to zoom in. And from here to here, we got to turn off our ortho. That's primarily our front view, except for our hidden line. So this will be going right through here. So let's come back into our picture here. We know we got to come up F from the bottom, 3/8 or 0.375, and we've got a thickness of material of 3/16. So let's go ahead and come up from our bottom 3/8. So I'll set the bottom line 3/8 to the top, 0.375. And now we got to find out what our thickness of our material is again. We know our material thickness is 3/16. All right, so 3 divided by 16. 1.1875. We come out from this line here, 0.1875. And according to our instructions, I think that's all we've got to do as far as our front view, except for put our letter in the middle there. I don't think there's anything else for us on the front view. So let's go ahead and start blocking that in. Change it to my object layer. I don't want to change the color, I just want to change it to the layer. Now these lines in here will be hidden lines, because you as a draftsperson have the ability to see through these objects here. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to offset that line here 2 inches from my right side view. So I'm going to go 2. I'm going to do the same thing here for my top view. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I did not set that offset line. So I'm going to go here. I know 2 is up there. Now, we'll scoot over here, hand over, and zoom in. I know the thickness of this material, but guess what? I don't remember what the thickness is here. I know material is 3/16. 3/16 is 0.1875. When we get back to my drawing, I'm going to offset this line here, 0.1875. I know that the width of this thing is, we know A to C is 2 inches, so I'm going to offset this side here 2 inches. I'm going to offset this one back in 0.1875 for the thickness of my material. Now, we now have to come in and use our construction line, our object lines, not our construction lines, and block that in. Everything here is going to be able to be seen. Now, as far as this is concerned, I've got to go back and find out how far this needs to go over, because it's only insets partial of the way. So that's not the whole set. So let's just do the bottom part first. Go around. And you realize I'm drawing without the ortho on. Get my construction line layer. Get my pan tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this line here and here, the thickness of how far I need to come in. Because this is not a full, it's not the full 3/16 of the material. We know it's G, which is 3/32. So let's figure out what 3/36 is. 3/32 is in decimal form. 3 divided by 32. 0.09375. 0.09375. So I'm going to offset this line right here, 0.09375. And right there, offset this construction line, 0.09375. I'm going to come in here, get my object line layer. Almost cut it off too short there. Sorry. Now we have to finish up the front view. And that's fairly simple. Because I'm going to offset this one 2 inches back. Lock it in. I know the thickness of my material is 3/16 or 0.1875. I'll offset that one 0.1875. This one's 0.1875 this way. And then there's no hidden lines on this. It's all construction line layers. It's all object lines. From here to here. Now you'll see this edge here, but it'll look like a rectangle at the top here. But you will see a separation there. And since that tray comes all the way through, just run my line all the way there and all the way there. Get back and fix our lines here. Now, only thing I got left to do on my object line layer is to dimension it. I'm going to turn off my construction lines. And I will show you how to put the monogram on there. So, the monogram, basically what we're going to do is going to do a single line text. I do multi-line because it changes things a whole lot. Now, how do you size it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to type in 5 inches. Well, see how big that is? That makes that letter that big. So we don't want it that big. Let's say 3. And 3 is still a little bit big for that side. That's better. It's 1.5. I'm going to move that. I'm going to close that editor. And then I can go in here and move this letter right in the center here. Click my move tool, specify my base point, slide it there in the center. And now it's centered. Now, all I got left to do is my dimensions. You do need your construction lines on for this. So you dimension to your construction lines. My pan tool. We need to dimension this dimension here. Now, it said 3/32, but when I put that in decimal form, it came out as 1/8. And if you pay attention, 1/8 and 3/32 is really, really close. So if yours shows up at 1/8, I'll take it. And then we need the material thickness, which we're going to get that here. Now, basically, they don't give you any other dimensions there. And so we're going to save this one as save as. Let's go to OneDrive. Drafting 2021. Third quarter. I know it's page 124. Figure 575. And this is the letter holder. Or napkin holder, I think is what it said. Go back and make sure I'm naming it right. Yep, letter holder. Had it right the first time. All right, so since I saved it in my OneDrive, I got access to it through my AutoCAD web app if I need to. So there is the letter holder. I'll be walking around helping you out.